I'm not even talking like it's just you and me. I'm just saying how I feel, man. I ain't one of the Cosby's, I ain't go to ill, man. I guess the money should have changed them. I guess I should have forgot where I came from. Excuse me, is you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Let up the suicide doors. This is my life, homie. You decide yours. I know that Jesus died for us.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Condors of Honolulu taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Already here, they'll audible to something else.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Warner to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Warner.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
Warner. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. To throw, Warner. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On second down, Warner.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Warner.
That is caught.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Kaepernick now to throw. Going back to Allen. He's got it again. And touchdown. Keenan Allen, 48 yards.
And the Condors are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
For the Vikings at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Warner. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now Warner. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
It'll be Warner on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Near the 5, he'll be stopped at the 6. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find it.
And down he goes. They his second back right around the 41-yard line. To throw, Kaepernick. Looking middle, and that's complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Condors' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the first down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Play action. It's Warner. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now he is just 2 catches away from 1,000 on his career. 998 currently. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And now they'll shift things around. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Warner, complete. Jefferson the target. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down
Up near midfield, spotted at the 48.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Warner. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Warner able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Did you see the replay? Where did they find these officials? What are you looking at?
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Operating from the gun, Warner. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet, not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Warner. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10.
To throw is Kaepernick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Kaepernick. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Kaepernick now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Kaepernick throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
And now an audible here into something else.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Condors have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And the incompletion there, so that brings a string of 5 straight hookups. And so it leads to a 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, but any means necessary on 3rd down, he's able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On 1st and 10, Warner. He's got him in. Complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. Still going. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get good yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Connects with Kittle underneath. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Now they'll audible to something else.
On play action, it's Kaepernick.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Kaepernick going to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception. And now their task is even tougher.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. In motion right comes Allen. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw, Kaepernick. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
Okay, ready?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey will take it in. Touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Warner. It's going to be caught by Moss. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Warner. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, Warner. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out in the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Kaepernick. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Kaepernick may be a free play. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick.
That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. This will be caught at about the 6.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
15 yards there for number 15. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the Condors have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in.
And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Kaepernick. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Kaepernick.
He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
Deebo Samuel
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Condors have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Going our way, baby! You make the play here. Just replace it. Just take it to him.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Warner trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Warner to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get 2 guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Kaepernick to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
To throw is Kaepernick.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. Now a first down throw. Warner under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Warner. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Warner from the gun. Touchdown! Travis Kelce with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Vikings have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
Now for the point after. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. This time is run out of this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Honolulu,
they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.